Live from Austin, Texas, where you wanted the D, so we're gonna give you the D. It's Retro Pals with Danny and Alex. Hello, Alex. Of course, by D, us being Texas, we mean Dallas, Texas. We're giving you the whole city of Dallas. Congratulations. Do with it what you will.
I nearly banned half a chat for talking about the D, and now I got to deal with you.
It was inevitable. I had to get it out of the way at the beginning so we don't just talk about it through the whole damn
Danny's
game.
being banned. I am,
It's for the best,
I
trust
accept
me.
this ban. Please go, Danny.
Wow, banned in the first minute. I've achieved my goal. Welcome to the Retro Pal stream, everyone, where we like to have lots of good, clean fun, especially on the 3DO, the system that's full of nothing but games that can be described as good, clean fun. We're going to play one of the highlights for the system tonight, a game that we've somehow avoided over the last 5 years of streaming, and yet is crucially important to the kind of things that we stream.
Yeah, it's like one of the most important, I won't call it a weirdo game, but it's definitely really weird.
It's a cult game for sure, you could say. But first, you look like you have something to say.
I certainly do. I want to thank everyone for resubscribing. Thank you to Sturlock for the 20-month resub. They say, lol, I swear YouTube has sent you while I was waiting for the show to start. The 3D episode of What Happened showed up in my recommended feed. Yeah, it is. We control
Nice.
YouTube. We are actually the algorithm, which is really nice.
I am the algorithm, by the way, thank you.
Thank you to Arpagot for the 14-month resub. Arpagot says, oh yeah, 3DO. Yep, it's coming up real soon.
3DO time again.
Thank you to my favorite name, Cool and Drug-Free Game Stream.
Nice, that's us.
They resub with just D. Thank you to No Problems, 37-month resub. Holy moly, that's like 3 years and a month. They say, I can't believe it's been 37 years. Me either. That's so many years.
That's too many years. Thank you.
Thank you so much to Logical Dash for the 4-month resub. Really do appreciate that. That's a lot of people ready for the D. Okay,
Hey, I said we were done with that already.
No, I had to get my own in. Okay.
Okay, fine. It's only fair.
Oh, and thank you to Speedy Bree for the 23-month resub, who says, my fellow Americans,
Oh,
you
boy.
know there is an election next week. You better vote Biden-Harris. And okay, you know what? I'm going to read it because they didn't.
Biden better have paid for this.
Any other votes for Trump? You may not like that, but tough shit. Fuck Illinois Nazis. Johnny
Agreed.
Rebin. God fucking bless the United States of America.
Yeah.
Fuck Illinois Nazis.
Thanks for drunkenly getting up on the stage and grabbing the mic away from me. I agree. Thank you.
Thank you, and also thank you to Crush Gals, who I don't think you should do this, but they say text D to 30330.
I have
Don't.
no idea what that'll do. Don't do it.
And I did
Regardless,
vote.
thank you.
I did vote, and the only thing I will promote in Austin is Prop A and B because it'll make a bus line closer to me, and I want bus. I want bus. Thank
All right.
you.
We have
done being
driven
political?
off the road in record time, banned in the first minute. This is going to be a good one, folks, I can just tell. Tonight, we are playing what our patrons voted to see. And the thing they voted to see, of course, is the game called D. I didn't mean for that to rhyme. That sounded really stupid. But yeah, compared to stuff like Beyond Shadowgate and whatever else was on there, Maniac Mansion, what is that? Is that even a real game? Probably
it's
not.
fake.
D ended up the clear winner. It's time. It's been in polls before, but somehow got voted out by other, even less popular games, which tends to happen on our stream. But tonight, it's finally going to happen. We're going to play D.
I'm excited. Thank you, Tepid Snake, for the 34-month resub. Tepid Snake says, I hope y'all have a delightful time. Get out. And thank you to Shaxbert for the 200 bits, who says, can't spell 3DO without the D. You also get out.
That's 3 Ds.
Yes, I'm a man in need of a bus. Very much in need of a bus.
Thanks, everyone.
Call me Busman. All right.
Oh, yeah. Everyone's find your seats. The lights are going down. You missed the trailers. It's okay. It was for a bunch of bullshit anyway. Tonight we are going to play D, featuring
Oh, yes. Featuring...
Alex exclusive new stream feature.
The lore account. I was asked to do this. I will do this.
Uh-huh.
I am manually updating this.
We are finally going to find out definitively how many times you hear the word Laura spoken in D. It's going to happen. I finally had to do this by popular demand somehow.
And welcome to everyone who's found us from YouTube. We do control the algorithm there. We're the ones who make it really bad. But we also make you look at us, so it works. And then you get the Ultimo for the 100 bits. Ultimo says, you hold the scepter, we hold the key, you are the devil, we are the D, we are the D, we are the D.
We are the D, we are the D.
Thank you. Oh
Excellent.
boy.
Let's do this.
This is some shit. Okay, let's go.
Yeah. D for 3DO. Starts right now.
So Laura's in multiple games? I did not know that.
Yeah, she was envisioned to be a digital actress who would serve multiple roles across multiple games. Not the same character, just the same model. She's in Enemy Zero, D2, and that's it.
Oh, and thank you, Chaz, so much for the resub. Do appreciate that. And
Cool,
welcome
thank you.
to the Kenji stream.
Oh, we love us some Kenji Ino over here. We love his company Warp, and all dozen or so games they made. This may be their most popular. It was certainly their only successful one, apparently. This somehow sold 1 million copies on 3DO, which is impossible. How did they do it?
I'm already in love with this game.
Yeah, isn't it cool?
I don't like that.
Cartoony bats, and then, oh yeah, there's a mass murder.
I'm not a fan of the mass murderers.
You familiar with where this hospital is, Alex?
In LA? There's a lot of hospitals in LA. What,
The one with the giant clock tower?
Are you grilling me for a crime that I didn't do?
It's still unsolved to this day. Oh, never mind.
Oh, okay.
We know who did it.
See, I'm not Richter Harris.
Richter Harris, fresh off his role in Castlevania, turned to a life of crime.
Ow! Could you not? Oh, shit.
Oh, there he is in happier days.
He's so happy!
I never kill anyone with a gun. Oh.
So why do you think he became a masked murderer? Did he just feel like it?
We're gonna find out.
Just having a good day? And just like, hey, time to kill.
Having a
Time
good
to
day.
kill. Oh no, sometimes. See, everyone says it's one bad day away from becoming a mass murderer. But what if you have such a good day? You're like, God damn it, I need to kill a bunch of people.
Sounds like something a mass murderer would say.
It is. Thank you to Choo C for the tier 1 sub. We appreciate that. And thank you to Devil Ray for the 38-month resub. Thank you so much. We
Thank
are
you.
here for D.
So we are Laura, daughter of the new mass murderer, Richter Harris.
Wait, we're the mass murderer's daughter?
Yep.
Oh shit!
We drove over as soon as we heard the news.
You're...
And here's a brief look at what we're about to see. This is kind of weird. Just to get you in the mood, I guess.
Yeah, the D stands for the Joker, because he is the Joker.
What could have driven him to do such a thing if he wasn't the Joker? This game has rooms, it has stairs, some spikes, and a strict 2-hour time limit, so we're going to finish this during this stream, come hell or high water. We're going to get some kind of ending.
Alright, 100 bits from the Ultimo who says, D's Diner or D What's the Better Title? So you're going to talk about that, won't you?
Alright, yeah, I was complaining to Alex about this. In Japan, this game is called D no Shokutaku, or D's Dinner Table. Back then, gaming mags were bad, so they called it D's Diner, which is incorrect. Or so I thought, because I actually looked it up today, and there's a director's cut of this game. Huh, nice plug. Weird way to end that intro trailer, but whatever. I looked it up, and there's a director's cut called D's Diner, the director's cut, so I don't know who's right.
So none of us are right.
Maybe we're all wrong. Anyway, it's time to play D. And once you hit that start button, the timer starts. We have 2 hours to beat this baby.
Oh shit, okay. Everyone, wish Danny luck, because I'm not going to help. Sorry.
Now it's unique because the whole game focuses on Lara. It never cuts away to anything else, except during specific flashback moments, but you'll know those. So essentially the whole thing runs in real time, just like the hit show 24, which ripped this game off.
You know it did. You know they were all D fans.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we are playing D instead of the purple stuff eyes.
Yep. Sunny D. Now this intro is actually different from the intro you see on the PlayStation and Saturn ports, so enjoy it and appreciate it. Actually, it's just a little bit shorter.
Already see a D's nuts joke, although I do appreciate
Let
the
it all
effort
out.
in it.
It's gotta happen in the first few minutes. Well, we've confirmed with our own eyes that...
Your dad loves to kill.
Yeah.
I would have loved Kenji Ino's 24 with a Kenji Ino Jack Bauer, yeah.
And the game starts like that.
Oh, shit.
In the Saturn and PS1 version, she walks forward and is absorbed by some kind of chromatic blob? I don't know, it's not that different, but it is different.
So, like, in heavy metal, then?
Exactly. Man, this game has all the best influences. First thing we gotta do is get out of here. Uh-oh. This is going to be an attempted all-beetle playthrough, and if you know what that means, you know what we're in for.
She a kid there.
Stay tuned until the next beetle flashback to find out.
Hey, that was cool.
Now the thing is, those beetles
This is cool.
they're randomly distributed throughout the game, so there's no guarantee if I'm going to be able to find all of them, but here's hoping.
There is no D counter because I couldn't keep up.
We haven't even heard Laura once.
Mm-hmm.
That'll change. So this is actually very similar to one of our very favorite games, Mansion of Hidden Souls.
Yeah, Kenji Ino's Mansion of Hidden Souls?
Mm-hmm.
Is that okay?
Yep.
Good.
Now, a lot of people say, even the Wikipedia page for Mansion of Hidden Souls says, this game is very D-like, it's very D-influenced. Mansion of Hidden Souls came out in 93. This is 95.
Shit. I 100%, as a Mansion of Hidden Souls, Mansion of Hidden D, thank you, Kaizo. As a Mansion of Hidden Souls stan, I believe that it is such an influential game that people do not get.
It really is.
The butterflies are like the Beatles in this one, I assume.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, so this is a hospital that's been turned into a mansion. So it's like a double mansion. It's like a, well, I guess there are games where you explore hospitals, like Silent Hill. I'd call that more of a hospital game than a mansion game.
Laura.
1.
Up.
Laura.
2.
Laura.
3.
Laura.
4.
They come fast and quick.
This is your father. Laura, go back. You must not cross over to this side. This is another world born of my own mind. Laura, go back. Come further and your world will be closed off from you. Laura,
They really give you some bang for your buck with the whole Laura thing.
They sure do. I was 7.
Alex is playing the Laura minigame over there.
Yeah, I'm still playing. Thank you to Bad Idea for the 19-month resub. Bad Idea says Laura. I'm not adding that. That doesn't count.
That's outside the scope of the game, but thank you.
Thank you.
That kind of happens every time you see Dad. He's always like, Laura, can you hear me? This damn cell phone. I don't know how this thing works. Laura! I actually really love this game. I'm gonna shit talk it a little bit, but actually it's a really good game. It seems normal.
It's fun.
You sure you don't know this hospital? The famous mansion...
The famous Mansion
Hell
of Hidden...
Mansion Hospital in Los Angeles County.
Mansion of Hidden Insurance Costs.
So this is the barrel room, as the walkthrough helpfully says.
Good.
Wonder why it's called that. Now, a lot of this game involves deliberately walking forward very slowly. This is a deliberate choice in order to waste your time so you don't beat it in 2 hours. Or you can look at it as establishing mood, because you're not some kind of superhero just sprinting through the halls. Just a normal, middle-aged woman trying to figure out why your damn dad started killing people. Uh-oh.
Okay, do you think your dad turned this place into a murder hospital? Because this is starting to look like a murder hospital.
Maybe the D stands for dad.
I was thinking that. Everyone's like Dracula, diner. What if it's dad? What if it's all about your dad being a fuck up? You know what I'd like? If this is Dracula, and this is a Dracula dad, I would love to see Castlevania starring Laura. I would love to see this mansion like
Laura
Castlevania.
Belmont.
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh, that would kick ass. Now, we are playing the original 3DO version. If there's differences, I don't really know them. All I know is the DOS version has weird scan lines. Makes it look bad. Which is kind of unfortunate, because that's the only one that's been re-released lately. Just no cutaways, no meanwhiles. Just occasionally you see your dad, and he says Laura like 10 times in a row.
Hey, I'm gonna say I don't want to go to this hospital.
You sure you've never been here?
I've actually never been to a hotel. A hotel. That's not true.
A mansion, hotel, hospital.
I've never been into a hospital in LA. I've been to ones on the outside area, but never in downtown LA.
Okay.
I've luckily never needed a hospital when I've been in downtown LA. And yeah, this game did have a sequel, if I recall correctly.
It sure did. Many years later, it was released exclusively on Sega Dreamcast. That kind of had a history to its development, but we'll get into that later. We got time. We got all the time in the world.
And yeah, Video Game King, we did mention that earlier, how this is the version where she just kind of goes crazy and then ends up here, while in the other version, she's whisked away by like a weird, freaky creature.
Yeah. Well, it's time to make like a Flash game and start opening drawers.
This is okay. I like this. So this is kind of like, it's got mansion game vibes to me, but you know, I'm gonna say it. Resident Evil is a mansion game.
It is.
It's a little more. It's an action oriented. It's when like the mansion games became action oriented. But
And
you
what
know.
a mansion!
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we found a piece of paper, and what do you do with paper?
You keep it.
That's right. That's
You know, hold on to them.
You
put
file
in
it away
you
for
put
a
it
rainy
in
day.
File.
Might need it someday.
D2 apparently does not have anything to do with D. It just features a different Laura.
Yep, just that same digital actress in a technically different role. Laura's technically the first VTuber.
You know, good question. I don't know if Gone Home is a mansion game. I'm gonna call it a McMansion game.
I'm gonna say yes to be controversial.
Okay,
It is every bit as much of a mansion game as Mansion of Hidden Souls.
that's true. It is about finding
including the
it.
trauma.
Yeah, okay, good. Max Headroom was the first VTuber. I mean, I can't disagree with
Oh
that.
my god. I'm not ready to deal with that.
Please don't. We don't have to. We can look at D.
So you remember that blood soup? We have a use for that.
Okay, fair enough. Alone in the Dark does predate Mansion of Hidden Souls.
True.
But
the style of game we like, the whole first-person, explore 'em up, possibly FMV-driven adventure, that's this kind of game.
yeah.
Guess what? It's an adventure game, so we have items.
Are you putting it in the blood soup?
Yeah. Ain't you ever played Star Tropics? Can't beat the game without doing this.
Oh yeah, that was the first game where the instruction manual told you to do bloodletting. That was weird.
Yeah, exactly. You'll find some leeches. If you don't have leeches, ask your parents. Everyone who played Star Tropics, feel free to agree. Be like, oh yeah, it was really like that. So, we got the Roman numeral 4 and 2,
Okay.
and we're heading back up the stairs, slowly, to get back to the drawers. Or as the walkthrough calls them, draws. Maybe they're Texan. Did a Texan write this? Get your draws.
Let's see. Okay, yeah, Laura was also in Enemy Zero, but that's like more of a Laura game rather than starring the same Laura.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we mentioned it earlier in the stream, but there's a lot of Kenji Eno games featuring a Laura-esque character who is just Laura.
He had the right idea.
Mm-hmm.
Could have been the Hatsune Miku of her day. Just never found that popularity. Outside of this game, for whatever reason. Oh yeah, I should also mention this is pre-Resident Evil 1, so games didn't have horror elements in them at all before this.
Yeah, there's never been a scary
Not a
game.
single one.
Mm-mm. Don't look that up.
Forbidden Forest? What's that? Sounds fake.
Thank you for the raid, Real Soviet Bear. We are watching some D.
Welcome. Welcome to D. So, in a move that every single Newgrounds developer would rip off 10 years after this, we gotta open the drawers in a certain order. Because that's how drawers work.
So why is the game called D? Or, okay, we're gonna learn.
We're gonna find out. Hey, nice crank.
I love that movie.
Me too.
Again, I've only seen the TV version of it, so I assume it's a little bit rowdier than what I've seen.
A
Anyways.
little bit. I'm gonna reopen this just to make sure we didn't miss the beetle. There's like 8 potential locations you can find beetles, and 4 flashbacks to see in all. So the locations you find them in one playthrough won't necessarily be the same in the next. Just want to cover all my bases. And it wouldn't be a mansion game if we didn't have to look in the fireplace.
Yeah, hey!
Mhm.
Yeah, why?
All sorts of trends are being established here. Like Mansion of Hidden Souls introduced it, D codified it. It's in the code, you can't get rid of it now.
Are you sure? Can we try? Can we use like a,
Why would you want to?
Well, I want to use the Game Genie to get rid of the crank. No more cranks, no more fireplaces. Make this a boring game.
Resident Evil wouldn't have had its wide variety of many useful cranks if not for this game.
Well...
It had a square crank, a hex crank.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I think that was it.
Okay.
You biohazard heads can correct me.
That's not enough... You know what? That's only 2 cranks. You know, I'm going to leave them in. That's not enough for me. I think I'm going to add in more cranks, actually. I'm going to reverse it.
Good idea.
Add in like 3 or 4.
See this paint in here?
It
Looks real nice.
does.
Why don't we put our face right up on it? Ah, that's a good painting.
Danny!
I didn't do it. Laura did that. She put her face right up.
Okay.
Stop that. There's no nudity in this game. That's a Danny promise from me to you.
Okay, so Alone in the Dark had a crank in it.
Oh my god.
And it also has Christmas with the Cranks. You're all trolling me now. You're not, well, I was going to say you're not allowed to troll, but you're allowed to troll me. That's fine. It's only fair.
Oh, there's only 2 doors here. Also, the game kind of penalizes you for making excessive turns because everything is very slowly animated, and all of it eats into your total time. Basically, my experience with this game was renting it for PS1 back in the day. I didn't finish it on my first try, but I finished it on my second try. It's a very short game. You will finish it the day you get it. Which I guess is a point against it, but also it's real cool, so...
Yeah, like, this seems really neat.
It is.
This is really... Oh man, the Cask of Amontillado is back.
Mm-hmm. A direct adaptation of that story. Also, sorry, Kenji Ino, I rented your game instead of buying it.
Well, not shit you can do now.
You could be watching.
That is true.
Looks like a fine barrel.
Yes, people did crank it on Zoom very famously recently.
Oh boy.
Is there gamer fuel in that barrel? Yes.
Yes, give us your delicious gamer fuel.
Listen, dead or alive, Kenji Ino is coming after us.
Solved our first puzzle. Feel good?
Yes.
You should.
I want that gamer fuel, though.
Well, you're gonna have to bust into the barrel yourself.
I'm gonna have to...
Actually, this may be a fake prop barrel. It's pretty
What?
big in that case.
What? No, a fake
You think you'd
prop
make it?
barrel?
You'd make it more unassuming. But Dad has a theatrical side to him, so... Solve my comically large barrel puzzle, Laura.
Do I need to ban Tubin, the man, and the game from chat? Because I will.
I like that early version of Resident Evil being suggested. We gotta find that prototype.
Mm-hmm.
So here we see a door with no knob, and the number 78 on it. I like that this game tries to introduce a tactile element. Lara often goes around touching stuff. And she, feels the indentations on things. I don't know,
That's cool, actually.
It's not something you see explored in games. Until the PlayStation 5, which ripped off D.
Wait. All I know about the
haptics,
PlayStation
baby.
5 is that it looks like it's dying.
It's got haptics. It's got trigger buttons that fight you.
No, I only like that in, VR.
It's an exact line of evolution you can trace from D to the PlayStation 5.
Yeah, we've had 7 Lauras already, and that was only in one very extended line of dialogue, so...
He spoke for a minute. He said Laura 7 times.
Well, he had a lot to say about Laura.
Game kind of gets a little framey at points. I think that's just this being the original 3DO version. PS1 is technically on 3 discs. I don't know how that impacts the video format or quality, but 3DO is only on 2 discs. So you occasionally see the quality dip a little bit, especially on disc 2.
I think the PS5 would be better if it was hand cranked. You just put a crank on top and you crank it, and that's how you open the disc.
That would be a good way to save money, yeah.
It
we
would.
also have a compact, which we can use to deliver hints.
Oh.
I'm not going to use it. There's a no compact playthrough. And here's your watch, which actually does tell you the time you spent in this game. So we got 1 hour 45 left. You gotta book it.
Yeah, I want the PS5 to be made out of wood so it'll catch on fire.
Wood grain.
Okay, fine. Just wood grain.
It's compromise. Something everyone can want.
Alright, everyone's requesting. Oh god. More death at the death hospital.
Go on.
I don't know what I'm going to say. I just keep seeing the death. Oh shit, thank you so very much to Dino for the raid. Welcome.
Holy crap, Dino, thank you.
Oh god. I don't know what joke to make, except I was going to make a joke about D's, and now there's a lot of nice people here. I can't do that.
They throwing raccoons in us? Good.
Yes. Oh, I love
Good.
raccoons.
Keep us buried in raccoons.
Yeah. Hey, did y'all see the raccoons that broke into the bank and stole a bunch of cookies? I talked to Danny about it today, and...
It was a good raccoon.
I assume all these raccoons are breaking into our stream to steal all our delicious, I guess the delicious treats would be, the Kenji Eno game.
So we're playing D on its original format, the 3DO, the original and best format. Mm-hmm. How you doing, Dino? Dino destroyed the DOS version of Ghostbusters 2 earlier today. I watched that. I played that once, and I got nowhere. And he was just like, "Okay, 1 credit clearing this. Fine, no big deal." I hope you managed to finish Genesis Ghostbusters. That was the last game I saw him play. But now it's time for an even better game. This puzzle.
Is there gonna be a crank? I'm cranked up for cranks.
There is a crank here, and you're gonna regret your crank love because this might actually take a little bit.
Oh, man!
Okay, so we want to enter 78, as we
Okay.
saw on the door. But there's a trick to it. See,
What?
the second number ticks ahead the number of the first number, so it ticked ahead 7 spaces. So we should stop it on 1. I think that's how this works. This will take me a few tries.
Danny, I love you. I love this game. This is pissing me off. You're right. I'm anti-crank now. No more cranks. If you I'm gonna change the Game Genie and remove all the cranks.
They did make a Game Genie for 3DO, you know. Shit.
Some Sierra tier shit. Yes. People are saying nice because you got 69.
I
Good,
did get
okay.
69, but
Yes,
yeah, I am pretty happy about that.
Yes, I'm cranky about cranks.
Son of a bitch. This is one of a few puzzles that, again, they put in the game just to slow you down, because there is that real ass 2-hour time limit.
Alright, I'm being owned here with some bits. Thank you very much, Tank Catapult, for the 25 bits. They say this isn't a crank, dummy. This is a lever. I think you're right. It actually is a lever.
I think they got you.
Oh, god damn it. Well then,
We're
I'm
learning all kinds of
anti-lever,
things.
anti-lever, pro-crank.
Okay, so
Cool.
we have to stop it on 1, which means pulling the crank at 4, right?
Oh shit, thank you so much, Aquas, for the raid. Really do appreciate
Holy
that.
crap.
We are playing D, which is a delightful game. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You can all leave now. Now I'm being informed that you can crank levers. No, I've had enough. No, it can't be true.
Welcome, Aquas Raiders.
Yeah,
Aqua set a new world record in the axe-only category of Ghouls and Ghosts just yesterday.
Oh shit, congratulations.
The most painful weapon of all to use. See, now if this was in Ghouls and Ghosts, this would be the most painful weapon to use.
the lever, the cranking the lever?
Okay, here we go.
Alright.
Gotta stop it on 4.
Nothing but net.
Yes!
Oh yes! Yes! This is because of all the raids, thank you.
And we got a hand! Oh, it just got married.
Congratulations to the happy couple!
Welcome, Raiders. Thanks for sticking around through that.
Yeah.
Unequivocally the worst part of the game, but we're past that, so it's all gravy from here. Now we gotta find that gravy.
I want some... Okay, hear me out. Great new idea for the Retro Pals brand.
Yeah.
Caffeinated gamer gravy. Danny is making a look that I wish I could describe in words. It is astonishing.
Can we implement that voice delay I suggested? Can I push it and make sure you didn't say that?
Alright, being banned, that's fair. That's fair.
Boy.
I'm just trying to impress everyone watching us by
with
saying,
gamer gravy.
Yes! Gamer... Yes. Thank you for Thanksgiving gamer gravy.
All right, we got some investors. Get in on the ground floor of gamer gravy, the gravy with caffeination.
Gamer Thanksgiving. You got the caffeinated turkey, the stuffing. You got your cranberry sauce with Mountain Dew in it. Just you know.
It's actually just Code Red.
That's awful. No.
So we input 78. We got a ring. And obviously the thing we gotta do, because I don't think there's anything else on this floor we haven't interacted with, is go to the 78 door. And that's the one issue with this game. It's very straightforward. There's very few things to interact with. Even compared to Mansion of Hidden Souls on Sega CD, this strips it down even further.
Alright, 25 more bits from Tank Catapult. You put gamer gravy anywhere near me, I'm gamer tossing it out the fucking window. You know what? That's fair. Happy Cranksgiving. I'm done. Alright,
You know, we're drumming up a lot of interest, a lot of good discussion about gamer gravy, positive and negative. Whatever it is, that's engagement.
I would...
Now, are you married to this gamer gravy concept? Because we're about to put a
ring
ring
on it. I am now.
Now that's a fucking door.
That is impressive. So, quick question.
Uh-huh.
I have a question, and if the game solves it, tells me the answer. Don't tell me the answer, but...
Okay.
Is it ever explained why the hospital has turned into a mansion?
Just hang on.
Okay.
Everything will be explained in the end. We just have to deal with this first.
Are you being Indiana Jones?
Yep.
You're...
I told you Dad has a taste for the theatrics. Classic Boulder gag. Gets him every time.
Your dad is a cartoon man!
That's a maniac.
He's the cartoon maniac, yes.
And conveniently, that completely blocks us from the previous part of the game, so unload all that data you had stored, 3DO. It's time to load in some more.
Is it her own psychological going crazy that's turned the hospital into a...
Ooh, okay. That's a good theory.
That just seems like what it would be, but, you know, maybe...
That's what it would be if they made it into a Hollywood movie. Here comes your next scare. You ready for this? Send your children out of the room. I'm gonna push the button and they're not gonna like it.
Okay.
Animals! That's all you get.
Scary. I am terrified. Alright, I've seen multiple people talk about Kenji Eno screwing over Sony by announcing that this game was supposed to be a Saturn exclusive. Have you heard about that?
Yeah, when this came to PlayStation, Sony apparently underprinted it, and Kenji Ino took it really personally. So he announced a Saturn port, and also the next game from his company would be Saturn exclusive.
I heard that he apparently announced it was supposed to be Saturn exclusive at the Sony event, and that pissed off Sony, so they underprinted it, or...
Oh, I don't know which came first. It could have been either. So right now you're kind of seeing an issue with these games, which is that they're node-based. Like, I can look at and go towards this cabinet when I'm standing here, but not where I was standing before then, which was like 2 steps away. It's an early Mansion game. They'll perfect the formula eventually with Lunacy for the Saturn.
Okay, so the underprinting came before the announcement? Okay, thank you for the info.
So you had to very quickly visually parse what was in that image. And if you did, you would see that the deer was in front. Oh. And the puzzle is now solved.
Hooray!
Seventh guess this is not. One thing I like is the puzzles are real simple, like for us console simpletons. Like, seventh guess broke my brain.
Yeah, I didn't like how hard that game was.
And if we did it right... Laura's just like, whatever. Think you're gonna get me with this poltergeist shit?
Oh, I Love My Wife. I heard about that. So, is this the game that Eno swapped the master discs to get past the sensors?
That's a great story, and it's such a good story that I wonder if it's apocryphal. And the only person who knows for sure, unfortunately, is Kenji Eno himself. But according to Kenji Eno, to include the shocking elements in this game, which we're going to see later if we're lucky, he had to swap the master disc right before it went into production. Also interesting, the 3DO Japanese versions of this and Director's Cut are rated E for everyone. It's especially funny for the Director's Cut, because, you know, by that point they knew what was in the game, but they were just like, nope, everyone can play this. It's a game for kids. This is not ESRB, by the way. It's its own 3DO rating system, which coincidentally was E-teen and mature, I think.
Thank you, Hulex Fox, for the 19-month resub. Hulex Fox says, Laura! And I got 50 bits from Tank Capital.
Laura, thank you.
Thank you.
Sorry, that took me a while. I was looking for a beetle.
Okay, I got 50 bits from Tank Capital that says, I will say it again, the scariest thing about the game so far has been Laura's character model. I don't know, some of this is pretty spooky.
It's early CG. This is, I think they were proud of it at the time. They said up to 5 million polygons, but it was all pre-rendered. Kind of had to be. Okay, we checked for beetles, and now we get to enjoy the next scene. Again, beetles randomly distributed throughout the game for those just now coming in. You only get the full flashback story if you find all the beetles. So far we found John, we're missing George, Ringo, and Pete Best.
What about Paul?
Paul's dead, he's right here.
Oh, shit. He's never going to get that secretary now. Alright, Electric Boogaloo's mentioned this a couple times, but apparently the pre-renders in this game were done. This game was made on an Amiga, baby.
Yep, Amiga 4000s. They bought a fleet of them just to make this game work. Not a cheap purchase for what I'm pretty sure was a company running out of Eno's apartment.
So... I just really want to know about how this hospital got fucked up.
You'll find out.
Oh, okay.
It's a mere 2 hours. It's like a feature-length movie. We're always asking this when we watch movies. Why was the hospital turned into a mansion?
I mean, that was really weird when that happened in The Joker.
We watch very specific movies.
Yeah, we only watch mansion movies. It is insufferable.
Movies about mansions or dogs. That's
so, like, we've seen Parasite, and that's about it. Actually, you haven't seen Parasite.
No, I haven't, ironically.
I think you'd like it. It is a a mansion game. It is not a game. It is a mansion movie, to be sure.
Could be a game. I could plug a 3DO controller into the Blu-ray player and push buttons.
Is there a time limit on this game?
Yep, exactly 2 hours. And one of the items in your inventory is a clock that tells you how much time you spent. And And I mentioned before, odds are first time you play this, you're not going to beat it in the 2 hours. Okay, we're coming up on half an hour. We're making pretty good time here, I think.
Okay, good point. Danny and I have seen both Clue and Get Out, which are both mansion movies. So.
Oh, totally. I'm tempted to rank mansion games. This would be near the top. Oh, I want to go to that desk, but I'm not in the right node. Hold on, let me shuffle my feet.
They just like walk a few steps ahead, yeah.
Can't go past the boulder. It's impassable.
We have played the Louisville DVD house. Yes.
That is the best
eBay
mansion
house.
game that has been made in decades.
Yes.
So freaking good. Okay, is there a beetle here?
It's about 2 hours to finish this game, so we should hopefully be able to go through it.
Oh yeah, unless something really goes wrong. No beetle here. There was one during my last playthrough, but I guess they're saving it up for later on in the game. It's a meta game, you don't gotta worry about your first playthrough, but I want to get 100%. Luckily, we do have a key at least.
Good. I love the Holy Key Symphony there.
That sound is the best. It really makes you feel pride at solving a puzzle. The angels descend upon you and sing your praises.
Wait, doesn't Knives Out also take place in a mansion? I haven't seen that one.
Don't eat it.
Oh my gosh, she is! No! Laura, no!
You know what a book is?
Well, I guess a book is a tasty treat.
Driving up to a hospital her dad owns in her Lamborghini. Doesn't even know what a book is. That's what wealth gets you.
Yeah, she's a baby and she's just trying to figure out whether or not, she's just figuring out the world around her.
That's the twist. Laura's a baby.
Laura's a very large baby. The book looked like a delicious ice cream sandwich. That's why she ate it. Okay.
I guess so,
sense.
yeah. A lot of delicious things come in sandwich form. Man, I'm just surprised there's no beetles. This may be a non-all-beetle playthrough. Tonight's stream is already in a Walking Dead state.
No, that's a different game, honey.
Oh, yeah. They made a few of those. Okay, walk forward. Then walk to the busts. And then, can I get to the bookcase now? No.
No.
No, you can't. You gotta walk all the way to the busts.
So what? I need to stop having questions about this hospital.
It's cool. The game raises a lot of questions.
Oh.
Laura.
What?
Laura.
I can hear you.
What are you doing? Go back. Now. Laura, you can't stop me. Leave the hospital. Quickly. If you do not, you'll never be able to return to your own world. Do you understand, Laura? Quickly!
Forgot that final Laura. Okay, that's 14 Lauras so far, baby.
Is that exactly 7 Lauras per conversation so far?
Yes, actually.
Pretty good distribution. Very even.
Is this an isekai?
I mean, yes.
It's a mansion isekai, the best kind.
An otherworldly mansion. So you got a double deal there. Guess what you gotta do? You see the place where a book could be?
You gotta put the book there?
You gotta put the book in there.
Or do you have to eat all the books in sequential order?
Maybe that would work as well. That would take a lot longer too. Longer than 2 hours at least.
I mean, Laura needs her fiber.
Oh! I'm glad I did that. Why didn't it pop up before? These beetles give you 4 flashbacks throughout the game. This is the second one.
Oh, cool.
first one had her at the dinner table. She don't like meatloaf.
Okay, that does not tell me why the hospital is a mansion now, but that's okay.
It all comes together. Busts, beetles, meatloaf. It all figures into the mystery. She's that look on her face. She's so had enough of this shit.
In mood.
Really? A bookshelf puzzle? Well, now it's time for the best part of the game. But first, we gotta swap discs.
Oh, cool.
We're halfway through the game. What do you think so far?
I love it. I love this mansion hospital. Thank you so much to Game Quoter for the 25-month resub. Do appreciate that. Welcome back to D.
Welcome back to the stage of history. Insert
D2. I will say that the visuals and the editing and all of the flashbacks are really cool.
Yeah, especially for 95. This is, in terms of cinematics, it's a real cool looking game.
It's actually interesting and it conveys mood really well. I'm glad I've seen multiple people saying Kermit saying D. Thank you all for saying that. You're all angels. Eating a book is a biblical reference? I've seen multiple people say that, chat. I don't want to believe you. I will believe you because
that's when God punished Job by making him eat a book.
Like, eat this damn book.
He's like, haven't I suffered enough? Speaking of suffering, it's time for me to bring up a notepad. Start taking notes. All right, welcome to the rotating room. If you haven't left the stream by now, this is a good time to do it. Unfortunately, this is another one of those moments where the game just kind of eats up your timer. What you gotta do is rotate this thing, and each time you rotate it, you'll see a different room behind you. There's something like 9 different rotations, and I think they actually changed the distribution of rooms between playthroughs. So I'm actually gonna write down the order in which we get the rooms to save a little bit of time. It's still gonna take a long fucking time though, so feel free to discuss among yourselves your theories.
Well, we have played Not Treasure Hunter on the PS1. I think that was one of the earliest. I actually just recently archived that.
That is an excellent game.
Personally. And yeah, that game's good. That's actually on our YouTube channel, if I recall, if you want to see us play that.
Okay, so one gives us a brick wall.
Okay. That's right. Moses didn't get into the Promised Land because he kept eating books, and God punished them.
Alright, this is another potential spot for a beetle, but we didn't get it, so we can just move right along.
Yeah, this is another crank, isn't it?
Yep.
No more cranks.
I also think Disc 2 has way more video...
Laura.
Oh shit.
Save that thought.
Laura. Laura. Laura, soon I will no longer be the man you know. I can feel my control slipping away. Quickly, before that happens, you must leave here. I want you, of all people, to be safe from me. Laura, there's nothing I can...
Was that only 6 Lauras?
Yeah.
My god.
Did I miss one?
You're slipping, Dad.
Okay, someone else caught it too. Okay, I just want to make sure I didn't skip any Lauras.
Okay, good. We gotta stay accurate. So I was about to say, you'll notice the video quality is much worse on this disc. I think because there's way more video content on here that they had to fit on. So for this first go-around, I'm going to spin the wheel once, then look behind me, and then spin it again. And you'll just have to trust me that this will save some time in the future. What's your favorite crank in games? That's a good point of discussion.
That is an excellent question.
I gotta go with the classics. Resident Evil, classic crank. Okay, 2 is also brick.
I do like that crank. That's some good cranking action.
I just love that there were multiple cranks in the original Resident Evil. That was really forward-thinking. Really pushed us forward in the whole crank subgenre.
You know, I'm pretty sure... Yes! Okay, I'm with Koryun here. The best crank was the fishing rod in Zavik's Bass Fishing, yes.
Oh, that's a good one. That actually did control it really well, too. Okay, 4 is a door, which leads to one of several different outcomes. Okay, this leads to the pool.
Real quick, which playthrough ending are we striving for?
I actually don't know.
We don't know.
I haven't
It'll
decided
be a surprise.
yet. If we get all the Beatles, I'd like to do the good ending, but that remains to be seen. I'll just see how I feel at the end of the adventure.
Okay.
Okay, so I've noted down this is a pool. Let's look at the pool.
Hey, you found the pool in the mansion!
Treasure chest! It's booby-trapped. Some clever pirate put his treasure chest full of booty at the bottom of this otherworldly mansion. Protected it with spikes. What a nut job.
Oh, good. We got confirmations it was only 6 floors that time. Okay, good. Thank you.
I'm glad we're doing this. This feels important, what we're doing. And also notice, again, Laura definitely does take her time up the stairs. You don't want to get hurt in the other world. Who's going to help you?
It's all cranks.
There's no doctors here. You think this is a hospital? Get real. Okay, that's turn number 4. And what we see behind us is a brick wall.
Cool.
And on the 5th turn, this really does take forever.
Laura can't walk very fast because she's still booked. Okay, someone feed her a book.
Oh, also she's a baby.
Oh, well, no wonder she's eating books. I used to eat paper as a baby.
How many books did you destroy with your baby teeth?
I destroyed quite a few comic books with my baby teeth.
You ate comic books.
I did eat comic books as a
Incredible.
child.
I've discovered something about Alex's lore.
I would just rip them up and... I mean, I was a toddler. What do you expect?
Okay, this one... leads up to the garden, which is good to know, but not where we need to go right now.
Okay. No gardens.
In fact, this is the same sequence I got during my earlier playthrough today, so maybe this walkthrough author is full of shit and didn't just want to tell us the actual sequence.
That's fair.
I will say this walkthrough is much more lucid than the Goosebumps Attack of the Mutant walkthrough we were reading last week.
Oh yeah, that one was not so great.
It might have actually been written by a baby. Another door. What we're looking for is a door with stairs that head downward into a room full of knights. No. It's just worthless stained glass.
Damn.
Hell with that.
No more stained glass. Is this random?
The walkthrough claims it's random, but so far I'm getting the exact same sequence I did during a playthrough earlier today.
Okay, okay.
There are random elements to this game. I know for sure the beetle locations are random. Again, 4 of those distributed throughout between 8 and 12 locations. So there is some replay incentive. And our next turn revealed at the door behind us is a brick wall again.
That is scary as shit.
Brick.
No, all in all, you're just another random brick wall.
Nice.
This,
We gotta fill time somehow.
Listen, yeah, it's called filling time.
It's a real-time adventure. Did you ever see Jack Bauer take a dump? That's what commercials are for.
You should have seen that man shitting so much more in that show. No.
Freaking brick wall.
No, I'm thinking about this.
Never once. He died a few times during the show and came back to life, but he didn't ever take a shit.
I mean, he had to have pissed at least once. Like, you can't go 24 hours without pissing or you'll die.
You're not Jack Bauer. Now this time, I think this is the room we want. I think. Don't get mad if it isn't. Don't get mad at me.
I'm not mad.
I didn't put up the brick wall.
I'm just still thinking about Jack Bauer and his astonishing bladder power.
It is very powerful. Probably gonna want to check the watch after this. Make sure we didn't waste too much time. Maybe I should just reset. Start the game over.
Alright, yeah, he peeped. Okay. Fan theory here that, let's see. Jack Bowell. Most people saying Jack Bowell movement.
Jesus Christ.
And fan theory that he only pissed during the beep boop countdown. Listen.
This is a low point for RetroPal's commentary. Finally, we're here at the damn where we need to be.
Well,
no more talk about Jack Bauer's bowels.
We were talking about his bowels. We were talking about his bladder.
Okay, that led us to the night room.
Is that where we need to be?
Mm-hmm. For reference, that was turn 10. That was 10 times we turned the wheel and looked back. Huh, nice hole.
True, this isn't LA, so this is part of the Jack Bauer universe.
That's true. Oops. Oh! Well, luckily we broke our fall with our back. So it's fine. Yeah, shake it off.
She's got a titanium back or some shit.
That's the reveal at the end. Laura, I built you a titanium spine. You can't just go around falling off of buildings right on your back.
I'm proud of her.
And there is absolutely nothing in here, as far as I know. So we're gonna look around because this is a potential beetle location.
Yeah, and I'm glad she doesn't have fall damage.
Oh yeah, you can, not to spoil things, but you can make this fall many, many times, and all it does is waste time.
Let's see. Laura, you dinged it this time. Laura is the original Weapon X candidate. Oh, another beetle.
I think we're gonna get the best ending, folks.
Time to freak out. Oh shit. Oh god! Laura got stabbed? Some child is getting stabbed. I don't know which or who, but a child is being stabbed.
Well, it's from the first person, so...
She's stabbing? Is Laura the murderer? Danny!
Stay tuned to find out.
Yeah, okay, I will. I
now
want to
put
know.
on 5 Twitch ads so people have to keep watching.
No!
Oh, fuck that.
Thank you. Yeah, it's our promise.
Get us that
to
2 cents of revenue. That's the real horror. I like her sensible pumps. She was ready for this.
Alright, good luck,
And this
Danny.
asshole is still up here waiting for us, so... we gotta do a good old QTE.
Ugh.
Look how strong she is.
Holy shit, she is...
Can you believe this shit? Titanium spine, arms of steel.
She is so much stronger than me. God damn, she's strong.
Fuck you, asshole.
Yeah, get his ass.
So Arino played this on Game Center CX, and I think he had to do this sequence like 20-something times. That's my favorite part of that episode.
Oh, I saw someone in chat mentioning that. Yeah.
He wasn't so good at the QTEs. We've been knighted. That's how that works. Okay, so the good news is we know the sequence for this rotating door thing, so this will take maybe like 3/4 as long as it would have otherwise.
Good.
I'm saving us a little bit of time. This is technically a speed run.
Okay, so you're
Now, next thing we gotta do is look for the up stairway we found before. That leads to the garden.
Let's go up. So you need me to fill more time? So Jack Bauer's bladder.
No.
Okay.
There's no cranks in 24 unless you count Keith Sutherland. You see when he attacked that Christmas tree? That was cool.
I don't remember that. I mostly remember him incomprehensibly like screaming about where the bombs are.
He's a very angry man.
Yeah, I hope he got help for that.
So technically what we're on the lookout for now... You know what, I'm just gonna go ahead and write brick. That's not how you spell brick.
No one can see it. Except you, I guess.
It's my notes. My exclusive hot notes.
You know, I don't remember Jack Bauer ever eating a book, but I could imagine him eating a book to stop.
How many puzzles he solved?
He has solved so many puzzles, but none of them involving cranks.
And do they really count?
Mm-mm.
Now, right now we're looking for the door that's blocked off from where we came from. I think this is the door. If this is that door, we're in good shape.
Oh yeah, 24 is aged like sour milk. Totally.
I'm glad I saw it when it was new. Okay.
Yeah. Alright, here we go. Is this a garden? More like a walled garden, if you ask me.
Hey.
Sorry.
Leave the jokes to me.
Okay.
Anyway, Jack Bauer's bowels. So we're back at the beginning of the sequence. That's 12 turns in total. Turn 1 and 2 lead to a brick wall, so I'm going to make the bold assumption that we should just turn this 3 times. And if I do that, we should see a door behind us.
Right,
and if there isn't, I will turn into the Joker.
Alright, if anyone wants to see Danny Joker-fied live on stream, that's coming up, so get your, you did it's ready.
This is all just in theory. I would have tested this, but it kind of takes an hour and 3 minutes to get to this point, so... Also, there's no saves in this game. You gotta do it in one shot. That part's pretty cool. Okay, so there should be a door behind us now that leads back to the pool. Show me door. Okay, there's a door. And if it's the pool, we'll have saved a good 2 or 3 minutes. It's the pool.
It's a pool. Folks, we have the pool.
Alright, so 2 more turns leads us to the garden. I'm pretty confident now. Which is usually a bad sign.
No, this will be the first time when we're confident about something and it goes correctly. It has to happen sometime. It's 2020.
I made notes, damn it. Okay, so previously we turned it once after the pool and that led to a brick wall. In fact, you know what? This is just 1 turn, so I'm just going to go ahead and turn behind us and make sure. Brick wall.
Brick wall, okay.
Alright, good. Now the next turn leads us to where we want to be. This part, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Major pain in the ass if you're playing the game blind. Because you don't know which door you want. You don't know which is accessible to you, whether you have the items necessary. You just got to keep turning and turning and turning. Spin to win.
I'm not sure if there's any speedrun tech, nor do I know if you can, like, clip through the crank or anything, but...
Show me stairs going up.
Garden?
Yeah.
Alright.
We did it. Okay, from now on, progression should be pretty consistent. So, tune back in if you tuned out.
Yeah, we're normal now. Come back.
Let me send you a telepathic message. Laura. Laura.
This is a garden, all right.
Mm-hmm.
Top to bottom garden.
Typical hospital garden. You know, with centaurs.
Listen, my local hospital had a centaur in it. I would still not be going because my insurance doesn't really cover it very much. But
They don't cover centaur hospitals.
no. They do not cover hospitals with gardens. No. They're like, oh, you think you have Blue Cross Blue Shield or something? No.
Sagittarius. So it's come to this. Are you?
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, I am Sagittarius.
There's two statues based on the zodiac here. One is Sagittarius, one is Aquarius. Guess what I am?
You're an Aquarius?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Oh my god, we've solved the puzzle just by being ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fountain. But you can't do anything with it.
There is something you could do with it. You could pee in it. And if this were an episode, again, it's LA, downtown LA. Jack Bauer in the Mystery Mansion, maybe he's gotta go.
I don't like this crossover. Let's
Okay, I'm done.
let's pull the funding for that and reboot it when the time is right.
No, we know each other's birthdays. We just don't know each other's star signs because it's not the 70s and we don't ask each other for our star signs.
Hey Alex, what's your biorhythm? Zing, got him.
It's
Take
zero.
that, Zodiac fans.
It's zero. I have none. I'm actually dead. Excuse me.
There's a thing there.
Why is... I am not finishing that sentence, but why?
You know what you put in there, right? A sword.
Yeah!
Like I said before, there's tactile elements in this game. That one didn't. Laura, you kind of did that to yourself.
She's fine.
Excuse me, Laura. We haven't heard from him in a while, have we?
No, that's made my life easier.
How do you like my crank puzzle, Laura? So up here, we got a telescope. This is the telescope theme.
I like the telescope sneaky music here. It's good.
Nothing. This telescope's busted. Oh. It looks normal.
Yeah, stars are red. It's fine.
Now the solution to this puzzle is something you see with every telescope. First of all, there's a crank.
Of course. Of course.
Second of all, you gotta use the crank to meet the proper symbols. This is Aquarius. I looked this up earlier.
Okay.
And if you look through the telescope while it's set on Aquarius... No, close your other eye.
Lady.
It's blue.
Oh.
There were a lot of colored buttons under those statues, you see.
Oh, there was. You're right.
And if we move it to old Sagittarius, old Snaggletooth. Hey! Laura!
Laura. Laura!
Laura! Don't count those.
Okay.
There we go. That's Sagittarius.
You know, we have never played the Neverhood, but that is up our alley, isn't it?
It is. That is very much a multimedia game. And the Sagittarius setting reveals...
Green.
Green. Let's solve that puzzle.
You know, I don't know if the 3DO came with... Did the 3DO come with a fishing rod controller? And if so, could we play D with it?
Whoa, that would be amazing. But
Yeah.
I don't think there was ever a fishing rod peripheral for 3DO. You're looking for the Dreamcast. Dreamcast had multiple fishing rods.
Was there a D on the Dreamcast?
D2.
Did it have cranks, and could you use a fishing rod controller for it? I'm sorry to ask you all these questions.
You know what? I think you're onto something.
Okay.
I think that's within the realm of feasibility. I do have 2 fishing rod controllers, so we could solve twice the number of crank puzzles. Let's start doing D2 speedruns.
Okay. You be Laura, I'll be the crank.
You always get to be the crank.
Well, some of us dropped out of community college for crank studies.
There's no value in that degree.
Nice toaster. Oh, that's not toaster. That's those cool buttons.
Alright, Sagittarius is green. We know this.
I thought Aquarius was green.
Look at this. This is one of the few actual real-time polygonal elements in the game. Hell, it might be a sprite. Who can tell?
Wait.
Then we gotta turn around.
Was it green or was it blue? You wrote it down.
Aquarius was blue.
Okay.
Sagittarius was green.
Okay.
And if it's the other way around, it's easy to fix. There.
There you go.
If this were real life, we'd probably just position ourselves in front of each statue and start screaming, "I'm Sagittarius!"
Yeah, it would be a mess. Okay, yeah. Oh, good job, Danny.
I'm
listen...
Aquarius, I say, stomping my foot.
I was gonna say, don't listen to Alex, the #1 rule of the Retro Pals.
So we freed the treasure chest. And all we gotta do is go back to the big crank room and start cranking.
Alright, let's crank one out.
Alex.
I did not think that through. I swear to God. Shout out to everyone still watching. Sorry. Sorry.
This is a good game.
It is a good game. I want to see
I'm glad
what
we're finally
happens.
showing this off. Now we can compare all the other Mansion games we play to the original. So it's not the original. Mansion of Hidden Souls is the original.
Okay, this does need a crank count, and yes, we should... Oh, God. We should have played this... Yeah, we should have played this next month so we could play it for Cranksgiving.
Bad news.
No.
I did the math.
No.
We're gonna need to rotate the thing 10 times to get back to where we need to go.
No. Okay. You know what? I respect Kenji Ino's vision of making me watch my husband crank as much as he can crank.
Let's crank 7 times so we can get back to the entrance and get our bearings.
Okay.
That's 1. 2. 3. Lara's like, "Oh, I got a meeting. Come on, Dad." I think her dad often does this. Drag her away from work to do crank puzzles.
Yes.
4.
I changed my mind. I'm anti-cranking now.
5. How about now?
Warming up to it a little bit. See how I feel by the 10th crank.
Well, what if I hit you with a 6th one?
Oh shit, okay.
Crank number 6. And crank number 7, at which point I'm going to turn behind and make sure we're at the entrance again.
Enthralling crank action here on the Retro Pals. You know, this is why you're subscribed, why you're following, why
this is
you're
how you did it back in the day. You didn't have any mobile games. You can play Raid Shadow Legends, available now.
We are not being... No. Okay.
You couldn't do that. You were just like, well, I rented one game. It's none of the 8 games that I own, so therefore I have to play nothing but that this weekend. And I'm going to play it till I beat it. Okay, back at the entrance. Good. Which means we only have 3 more cranks till we hit that pool.
Oh, thank God. Just 3 more.
What do you think's in the treasure chest? Nobody spoil it.
Nobody tell me. You know what? I'm gonna assume it's the explanation I've been begging for regarding how this hospital turned into a...
Yeah, if you don't know what it is, feel free to submit your theories as to what's in the treasure chest.
Alright, Revenant says Laura's calling 1-900-490-FREAK on her dad's insanely large rotary phone. No,
yeah, it's Freddy Freaker. He pops right out.
No more freaks. No more Freddy Freaker, no more goblins.
Pops out and says, "Hey, sir, heard someone was talking about cranking it." And he says it like that.
Jesus Christ. Was that 3 times?
No, there should be a brick here. I just wanted to be extra certain.
So 1 more.
Because the last thing I want to do is miss the loop because then we'd have to crank 12 times in succession.
No.
Nope. And I don't think anyone's cranked that much in a single day.
I'm sure some gamers have.
Now, behind us, we should see a door. And we're gonna be rich.
Alright.
Imagine treasure. Beyond your wildest imagination. I guess you couldn't imagine it then, if it was beyond your wildest imagination.
I was gonna say that, yeah, it's like, no shit, it's beyond my wildest imagination. Danny, this game's pretty, aside from the cranking, I like this game.
Yeah, there's filler, but the stuff that's not filler is pretty cool.
There's a crisp $5 bill in that chest.
Yeah, go buy yourself some new pumps. It's a gun.
Oh! Well, maybe we can't get ice cream, but we can rob the ice cream store.
It's good thinking.
Mm-hmm. It's lateral thinking. No, it's not, but it could be.
In the director's cut, that scene is 5 seconds longer. It accidentally goes off and spooks her. There you go. That's what the director's cut has. It's seriously like 15 seconds total of new footage, and none of it's important.
Laura.
Oh, shit.
There's one.
Laura. 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 Soon I will be transformed. When that happens, my new self will have need of you. This other self is one I cannot control. It is he who has done these horrible things. Laura, leave here. He wants you.
How many was that?
5. It's going down.
The tension's mounting.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell by how much fewer Dad says Laura. That's
Hey.
proper grammar. It's fine.
Yeah. Hey, your dad's a freak.
He's saying something. He's saying stuff that doesn't make a whole lot of sense right now, but all will be explained.
Is he the original sad dad in video games?
Oh my god.
Sorry.
I've lost my place. No, I'm kidding.
Okay, thank God.
You can't make me think too much while I'm cranking.
Alright, that's been the Retro Pals. Thank you so much for watching.
Oh, we're right at the end.
Okay. Well then, keep watching, please.
Okay, so right now the thing behind us should be a door to the garden. I'm going to actually go back there and look just to make absolutely sure we don't have to crank 12 times in a row. I'm spending 10 seconds to save 1,000.
Please be normal. We don't want to crank anymore.
Good. Alright, that means we just need one more crank, and then we never have to crank this crank ever again as long as we live.
Yes! No more cranking! Y'all hear that?
You can crank as much as you want.
We legally cannot stop you from cranking. Yes, we can implore, but we cannot stop you.
You thought the D-jokes would get old.
Oh, God.
At long last, we're free.
Free me.
So remember that nice stained glass window we saw earlier? It's
Is it freaky now?
It's time to take a look at it, yeah. It got freaky.
Freaky ghost window.
So what's being shown here? It's kind of ambiguous.
I see a man, a vampire-looking man, and a cool lady in the background. I can't tell.
Seems pretty accurate. Let's shoot it.
No! Why?
That's the second 3DO horror game we've played where you have to shoot out a window with a gun. First was Dr. Hauser.
Another mansion game.
Yep.
So that's my favorite mansion game trope, is shooting out windows.
Yeah, you think you're gonna shoot something living, but nope, you just gotta shoot out a window. Oh my god, a car alarm.
I was gonna say, that's down the street. That's not Kenji Ino's brilliant sound direction.
Laura, honk, honk, honk. Laura, get your ass out here.
This is this is like in Kenji Ino's sound games.
Yeah, Kaze no regret. What's that called?
I don't remember. Kaze no car alarm.
Yeah, that's what it is. Car alarm of the wind. Let me point something out.
Yeah.
This game had the exact right moment to throw in a panty shot. She's wearing a skirt through this whole game. You never see her panties.
Not even when she's walking up the...
Not even once.
I felt like a pervert for noticing it when she was walking up the stairs. I was like, hey, I really like the position they put her in. So
just saying, because
try.
Right now, another auteur director, Hideo Kojima, was also making games, and he didn't have that kind of restraint. So bravo to you, Kenji Ino.
I felt bad for noticing that. I was like, man, this game is actually really restrained when she was walking up the stairs.
Isn't it, though?
Yeah, it is.
It's kind of unusual in that way. Every other game would be like, oh, yeah.
Laura.
There's one.
Laura. 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 Do not come to me. The one who I am to become needs blood for the change to be complete. You have seen what he will do, and it is your blood that he wants most. Laura, we are cursed. In our veins flows the blood of Dracula.
That sucks. You okay?
I knew that was coming, and I was watching Alex very carefully to see what his reaction would be.
And my reaction is, oh, that sucks. Well, it does. So the D is for Dracula.
Yes,
Okay.
D stands for Dracula. Completely no-selling it. That was awesome. Wow, that sucks.
It does. Oh, you're saying it's good to be Dracula?
Yes.
Wow.
Who wouldn't want to be Dracula?
Me.
And now, having found the previous Beatles...
Wait, isn't Dracula rich?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to be Dracula.
We get to see the fourth and final flashback, which would otherwise be hidden. Here's your 100% playthrough reward. You don't like what you see?
Her back is strong because she cannibalized her mother.
Yeah.
Yeah, is this why she eats books? Like, okay.
She's like, I know I have to eat something, but I've forgotten what. Something that people would think was weird? Books. It's books.
This is secretly a Castlevania game. Yeah, it's looking like it, isn't it?
That's the scene that, supposedly had to sneak onto the gold master disc.
That's fair. That's kind of, a little graphic. Just a little.
A little bit. Now, if I was going through this mansion, I'd see this and I'd be like, ah, shit. Yes!
Thank you.
That Aqua Teen Hunger Force screen grab.
Thank you,
It's
Smebble.
perfect. Alright, good news. This is the final puzzle of the game. We're at the total end game of D, which, as we know now, spoilers, stands for Dracula.
Oh!
What do you think?
Of the game? Or of Dracula?
Of the twist. Of the whole, this being a Dracula thing.
I like it, but I've been unfortunately super spoiled on it ahead of time.
Yeah, I would kind of imagine. But still, yeah, Dracula. That's all I have to say about it. Yeah, Dracula.
Yeah, Dracula.
Okay, so this is either super easy or super hard. I just have to follow this walkthrough very precisely. So no one talk about cranks.
Well, they're cogs, which are a form of crank.
I'm already lost. Okay, I think we still got this.
Okay.
Then we do this. Lara's just fucking with this, being like, oh yeah, I ate my mom. That's fucked. Now this is looking like the Into a Mansion game.
Mm-hmm.
Up these stairs, we see orbs filled with butterflies, which are actually trauma.
To be fair, Laura seems pretty traumatized.
Yeah, a little bit.
She did eat her mother. I gotta say, cool stairs. Dracula's hospital. Why don't they call this Dee's Diner? Why not Dee's Hospital? Dracula's hospital.
The idea of the dinner table is more important to the theme than the hospital.
Danny with his intelligent artistic choices.
Yeah, I made this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the D stands for Danny.
Uh-huh. Danny Dracula. Double D, they call me. Oh yeah, rub it in, Dad. Look, he who has not eaten his own mother cast the first stone, alright? Nobody... You can't... Okay, fine.
Chat is flooding cast stone into chat. Oh shit. Going into the trauma dimension here.
This is officially a mansion game now. Excuse me, Souls-like. Oh, now it's just a Peter Gabriel video.
She is stoned as shit.
Yeah. She's seen a lot. Look who it is.
What happened, Sturlock, was she went through a dimensional gate and then she looked stoned.
That's basically it.
Mm-hmm.
Get your counter ready.
So, Laura, you've come. Now I will tell you everything. Hear me and leave before the one who is not me can emerge. Laura, in our veins flows the blood of Dracula. Time of change comes to all of his blood.
That sucks.
It starts with lust for the strange. Then comes the desire for human flesh to make the change complete. Yes, Laura, that time came for you as well. I erased the memory, so you have forgotten. When Dracula took control of you, with those very hands you killed your mother. It is our fate to be accursed. And now you know you must leave. I feel myself changing. I want your flesh, Laura. Listen to what I say. It is your flesh that I need, just as you needed your mother's. Come to me!
He makes a good argument.
Run the fuck away, Danny.
So, this is where your final choice comes in. Depending on what you do here, you get either the good or the bad ending. I discovered something disturbing in Dadcula's speech. He said, first comes the desire for the strange, and then comes the desire for human flesh. Alex, we stream nothing but strange games on this channel.
Danny, you're looking like a snack.
Uh-oh. Better use the crank on Dad. Alright, so we finished this playthrough in just over an hour. Plenty of time left on the old clock. So... here's the thing. The bad ending is very unsatisfying. I'll explain what it is afterwards. However, if we get the good ending now, with all the Beatles collected, we get the super, ultra, happy, great ending, which I personally want to see. Because I saw the bad ending earlier this afternoon, and I was like, that sucks. Let's not do that. So we gotta shoot the dad.
Rip Dad!
That's the game. We finished D. Good game. Dracula's one weakness. It's in the books.
He hates bullets.
Laura, you've ended it. Thank you. A little more, and the change would have been complete. Perhaps, as a doctor, I wanted to see how the transformation would affect me. But that was wrong. And now, I will end my life as a man of flesh and blood. Laura, thank you. I love you.
Oh.
My last wish is that...
We'll never know. True, she did kill her entire family.
Yeah, there is that.
Congrats, Laura. You are very good at murder.
But in this case, we did the right thing. For the record, in the bad ending, there's exactly 2 Lauras in that as well. So, same number of Lauras depending on that doesn't matter what kind of ending you get. What's the total?
37.
That's a lot of Laura's.
Mm-hmm. Rip. Dead Dracula Dad.
Now it's time to rock out.
Hey, what's with this song?
It's Dad and the Draculas.
Hey, what is... No, hold back. What is this?
This is Dracula Core.
Hey, what? I love it. I'm not complaining. Please understand. I quite like this, but...
So if we got the bad ending, we wouldn't hear this song. That was the main impetus behind my decision. But also we wouldn't get to see these behind-the-scenes photos. Instead, what you would hear is the sound of Laura's dad eating Laura over the credits.
Hey, thank you for choosing the good ending.
Yeah. He says Laura a couple times, and he's like, "Thank you, I shall eat you now." And he does. That's the bad end.
That is pretty fucking bad, yeah.
Oh, Tonuka. What a joker.
He made this beautiful game. Thank you all for making this beautiful game. Thank you, Kenji. Thank you, all these guys. Thank you to Laura's dad for eating her, I guess.
No, we stopped that from happening.
Okay. For not eating her, we appreciate that. We appreciate
Thanks to
your
Laura's
restraint.
mom for being a good sport.
Mm-hmm. Thanks for dying.
Thanks for the sales management.
Look at all these designers. Yes, big thank you to Drac.
The big man himself. Couldn't have done it without Drac. This game, for the time, was the full package. It had a great soundtrack, good animation. The puzzles were very simple and very straightforward.
Wait, original theme music by Kenji. Did he do this?
Yeah, he often did the music himself.
Did he do this song?
I think he did.
Holy shit, this is a jam!
Did the music for Sunman, too.
Okay, but Sunman has amazing music?
It does.
Holy shit.
Talented musician, director, conceptor. What a game.
That was amazing.
You ask many people, that's probably their favorite 3DO game. And for good reason.
Yeah, it's... Oh, shit.
Now we get a secret message.
Great.
Secret message is D stands for Dracula. You get a baby! The D!
The D indeed!
Thank you for playing our game. We hope you've enjoyed it, and that you'll watch out for our next one.
We will.
Kenji Eno.
Well, thank you, Kenji.
Yeah, that baby crying is actually a subtle hint to something we're going to see in a little bit, because we actually have enough time to do a very brief Warp retrospective for 3DO. That's D, probably their best known game, certainly their biggest seller, and hopefully now you see why it was such a sensation. What a great game.
Amazing game. Real quick, I got a call. I'll be right back, folks.
Okay.
It's only take a second.
So what did we all think of D? Did you know it stood for Dracula? Did you know that the original title was The D? Can you imagine? People would have... they wouldn't have made the connection. It was the 90s. People were much more chaste back then. So while I wait for Alex to get back, let's go ahead and swap out this disc. Disc is a word that starts with D. You think that's what it... No, it means Dracula. So Warp made a few games for 3DO. They were all very unsuccessful by every metric. Everything everyone has ever said about Warp, it essentially says, yeah, D was a big seller, and they tried to replicate it and couldn't quite do it. Let's take a look at some of their less successful games. Now, in the past, we played Mahjong Oyaji Hunter, which was an inverted Mahjong game where instead of stripping ladies, you have to protect them from lecherous old men. But we also got games like this one. Totsugeki Karakuri Megadasu. You know what that means? Because I sure as shit don't.
Alright. Did chat say they found the game delightful? Because I do.
Oh! I didn't think of that one.
Alright, so what are we playing now, Danny?
We're playing the next game on the list that starts with Totsugeki. Totsugeki Karakuri Megadasu.
Ooh.
There's a few things on this disc I wanted to check out, including a few things that have directly to do with D itself.
Ooh, full TV. I want the Warp Cable TV service.
I don't think you do. It's only like 7 channels.
Eh.
So there's a game here. We'll get to that. There's news. CG program. Oh, they're looking for someone to to join the company. All right. Anyone want to join? Feel free to call them up.
Will I have to eat my dad?
That remains to be seen.
Okay, what's this?
They don't explain that in classified. This is Nihoni no Adult. Here we go. Adult
Okay.
Special.
Danny!
The Adult Special isn't currently available.
Okay.
We have the Warp Telebi Home Shopping Network.
Okay, so the Warp Home Shopping Network. Who is that little freak?
You don't know who that is?
No, I don't! He's a little freak, I'm sorry.
It's Flopon.
Oh, Flopon? Flo Freak.
Flopon.
Flopon, okay.
You gonna tell me you haven't heard of Hello Kitty? Flopon.
I've heard of Hello Kitty.
You've never heard of Flopon.
No!
Incredible.
I've never heard of Flopon.
Everyone tell Alex how out of the loop he is, because he doesn't know who Flopon is.
I am.
You know, Space Mutant Flopon-kun?
No, I'm sorry. I wish I should know my little freaks. You know this. I'm a fan of tiny freaks.
Here's the weather. You can see that Japan is feeling mighty Flopon at the moment.
It sure is.
Though that doesn't mean anything to you.
I'm sorry. I'm Flopon ignorant.
Anyway, here's an ad for D. This is how they promoted the game in Japan. Doesn't know what Flopon-kun is.
Chad is owning me.
Everybody knows Flopon-kun.
Apparently they do. Why wasn't Flopon in D?
Actually, that's a good question.
Flopon is Dracula.
You spoiled it. So on the various discs I'm going to show over the next 20 minutes or so, there's a bunch of trailers for D. This is the most polished one. We're going to be presenting them from most polished to least polished.
Okay. I do like this. This is good looking.
Yeah, this one looks really good.
Dino.
Shoku Taku. Dinner table. Do you think Kenji Ino just saw the mistranslation done by Western journalists and was just like, fuck it, it's Dee's Diner now.
Maybe he thought that was a good name for it.
It's a Waffle House. We're going to Denny's.
Okay. Denny's, no. You tell me Dracula runs a Waffle House? I believe you. Denny's, no. Denny's just has too many franchising issues. I think anybody can get a Waffle House if they really want it.
Yeah, Dracula don't want to deal with that shit.
I just think Dracula is more equipped to fight, so he is more suited to a Waffle House.
Can we rebrand, maybe? Drac-Yenny's. Eh? Eh?
I mean, true.
Denny's Eula.
D does stand for Denny's, and it does stand for Dracula.
Blood Diner. I got nothing.
See, a Waffle House, you say Blood Diner. If you rename a Waffle House Blood Diner, everyone's fine with it. Okay, I like that ad. It was simple, to the point, but it got across a lot of the vibe. It got across the game's vibe.
Coming January 95 to the 3DO for 8,800 yen!
Oh.
That's a lot of yen for a CD-ROM game. But then again, it is 2 discs, so... eh. And we have this.
Is Flopon in this too? The popular Flopon, who I am totally ignorant of?
No! This is Nobunaga no Nebo. or Nobunaga's oversleeping. Gotta wake up, Nobunaga.
Oh.
It's a play on Koei's Nobunaga no Yabo.
Oh, instead of his ambition, he has no ambition.
Yeah, you gotta wake his ass up by mashing the button.
Oh yeah, we did finish D, so we're doing a run-through of Warp's other 3DO games.
What a game it was. Highly recommended if you've never played it.
I don't think you can wake him up.
Says you. Beat the shit out of that fucking Nobunaga.
Fucking ripped Japanese historical figures.
Wake your ass up. You got territories to conquer. You got menus to look at. 50 times 5, that's 250. He has 520 health left. Now this is actually a variation of another game that Warp put on one of their discs called Oyaji Hunter, which was actually a predecessor to Mahjong Oyaji Hunter.
Oh yeah!
In that game, you just slapped around an old man. It was like this, only he wasn't Nobunaga.
I remember. Yeah. That was another one where that again, like you mentioned with D, Kenji Eno has a trend of taking something that would be horny and making it the opposite of that. I respect that.
Oh, after I mentioned that, I think it was Blab who mentioned that D2 is a completely different story when it comes to horniness.
But well, can't win them all.
At least the original D was restrained. We did it. That's a new record for me. I beat him up in 5 turns.
Holy shit! Good job.
It didn't wake his ass up. Do you know that Koei games were hugely expensive when they came out? Like 10,000 yen, the Mega Drive ones.
God.
Ridiculous.
That's too much money.
Now they're like the cheapest games. They're like $2.
I'm glad you beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, take that. Overcharging for your strategy games. Who play those? Dads? Draculas?
Both?
Dadculas? What's this?
Warp is Kenshi Eno's company who made D and the next few games we're gonna play.
Animalis.
Are there animals in this?
Good guess.
Animals. Okay, I want an armadillo. I want a rat. So it's a matching game with animal sounds, plus it's a match.
Yeah, you're technically playing 2 different kinds of matching games here, and frankly, they don't go together at all.
They don't!
But an attempt was made. It is different. Oh, lucky. Another lucky.
Good.
I like the flying squirrel icon in the lower left.
Oh, they're cute. They remind me of E. Cole's mascot.
Oh yeah, they had a flying squirrel mascot.
Cole, another king of devs.
Another excellent developer, yeah.
That's on the docket, Bob.
Yeah, we're getting there. I apparently have to educate Alex on Flopon-kun.
You do.
Since someone's not cultured, I guess. Unfreaking. So this goes on for a while. Can I exit?
No, you're stuck
I
here.
can't. I have to wait for the time to run out. So, puzzle game designers, what do we think of this? I'm gonna call this a near miss. There's a kernel of a good idea here, but it just doesn't work when you mash up 2 different things like this. You can't adequately prepare for what's coming ahead.
Well, you know how a lot of Kenji Eno stuff, some of it seems to be a piss take? Like the Nobunaga's Ambition parody and the Oyashi Hunter? Do you think this is the same thing, like a piss take on matching games?
Oh my god, I think you're right. There's a lot of discussion to be had here.
Time went up to 144, so you may want to hard exit out of here, baby.
I kinda can't.
You can't reset either?
I could hit the reset button. That's gonna take a while.
Okay, well, if you win, we're gonna
I'm actually
be
gonna let
trapped.
the timer count down because I think that's actually faster.
Okay, I was gonna say...
In the meantime, I want to recommend an iOS game you can't get anymore.
Cool.
Way back when, This is when the iPod Touch was still a thing. Kenji Eno himself released an iOS game. It's called One Dot Enemies. When you boot up the app, it's just a pure white screen, and you're like, what the fuck is this? How do I play? But if you look real carefully, there's tiny little 1-pixel black spots on the screen that you have to squish with extreme precision with your fingers. It is the most precise and irritating mobile game I've ever played in my life, and it was amazing. I think it just had a time limit. It's all like, you gotta squish these tiny little black specks, and it's almost impossible to do it because your fingers are huge. Just always a guy looking to push gamers' buttons.
I like that. I really respect that. I like the anti-gamer gamer here.
Me too.
Yeah, this is... Oh, he's gonna die, isn't he?
Yeah. Good. So that's all the content on this disc, except for the actual game itself, which is what you were supposedly paying for. And this is that game. Megadasu.
Okay. Okay, I see some cool masculine shit, and, yeah.
Time to play some Megadasu. Now, I know you know what Megadasu is, and God help me if you say no, so just go along with me. Say that you, of course
I love Megadasu as much as I love the Flopies.
Flopon!
Sorry.
You gotta select a robot.
Uh-huh.
We're gonna go with this one.
Okay. They look cool.
Which robot do you like?
I guess that one is flying at me.
And we have to fight Telebean. Look at those average stats. How I hate him.
Get his ass, Danny.
Pick a specialization, damn it. And what this game is something I don't have a good grip on, but I'm gonna try.
Okay.
It's a first-person ball blazer-like, if you're familiar with that game. You push A to go forward. You're in an arena. You can shoot shots at the other guy.
There's a flexing muscle cloud in this game.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in this game.
This is Faceball. This is Kenji Eno's Faceball 2000, yes.
Pretty much. And you get to see a replay in the overhead view. Turns out, most of the time I lose by getting bumped out of the arena, which is a thing that can happen. Because this game has ring outs. We'll play one more round, but that's it. That's the whole game. This disc was, I want to say, 4,400 yen, which is why they packed it with so many extras. I guess because they felt bad that this game was so like it is. What's the word I'm looking for?
Bare bones.
Yeah.
This is a pretty bare bones
That's
game.
a nice way of putting it. It's a cool concept, but it's very simply executed. I guess there's a one-on-one versus mode if that's what you want to do. But as for me, I'm already done with this.
Underwhelming. That's another good word for it.
Yeah, that's the word you could use for it. Oh.
Fucking mood, though.
But as it turns out, this was kind of a trend for Warp-developed games on 3DO. Outside of D, most of their games were like compilations of things that they created, I guess just in their off time while they were waiting for CG scenes in D to render on their Amigas. So our next game, since Alex needs educating, is Flopon World.
Oh, okay, good. Well, I'm excited to learn what this little, well, I was gonna call him a little bastard, but I don't think that's
Don't
very
you dare.
Okay, sorry.
Would you call Anpanman a bastard? He's a beloved children's icon, how dare you?
It depends on the time of day, how I'm feeling, whether I've had enough to eat.
If you're in a bad mood.
Yeah, well, I mean...
Okay, so if you're among the single-digit number of people in the world who don't know what Flopon is, this is he. Space mutant Flopon-kun.
Oh, he's a mutant?
Yeah.
Okay, you should have just told me that. I like mutants from space.
Warp made so many games for 3DO. I didn't even know about a couple of games until, like, yesterday. I did know about this one, though.
Oh God! It's Flopon.
Crank it.
Hey, okay, this song is good. I'm a Flopon fan. I see why everybody knows about Flopon now.
Are you a fan?
Mm-hmm. I am such a fan, I am going to try to put this in our pre-show. This rocks! Wow!
It's English, too.
This is amazing!
This goes on for a while, too.
Thank you to everyone who stuck around, because you're...
Hope you feel it was worth it now.
Yeah, I hope it's worth it now that you hear this.
So this is on YouTube. You can listen to it if you want. I highly recommend it. But we're going to find out what this game is shortly. For now, we're here for the Omake, or bonus. This includes a rough cut CES English language trailer for the original D.
Oh.
I mentioned before that the first trailer we saw was really high quality. They put a lot of work into it. This one, a little bit less so, but it's still intriguing.
Okay.
Yeah, oh god, it's Flopon. Now you know. I think this was the first journalists saw of this game at CES when it was being shown behind closed doors. They would show it at their booth, be like, ooh, what's this? It's D, that's what it is. Massacre's been carried out. Hate when that happens.
You know, I'm not a fan of massacres myself, but...
The devilish homicide is Richter Harris, the direction of the hospital. They didn't run this by an editor.
They shouldn't have. This is perfect. What are
The
you
police
talking
is
about?
powerless against him because many patients are taken as hostage.
I love this, by the way.
Some really good... There's a good face coming up. That time, one sports car is dashing towards the hospital at a dreadful high speed.
Slow down. What a face! That wasn't in the game! Bullshit! This is baiting!
That face when you win a good reputation of gentleness and earnestness. Yep,
So she's driving her sports car from San Francisco to...
yeah, that's actually a decent drive.
That's a very long drive. That's at least 8 hours.
So she drove there like a bat out of hell and then just proceeds to walk very slowly through the castle.
She saw news, yeah.
What would you do if you saw news?
I would apparently drive for 8 hours in my sports car. Actually, that sounds kind of nice.
What has made Richter Harris a mad killer? Well, he's you know. We know now. What the hell is hanging over the heroine?
Hey, I kind of love this.
Yeah, I'm a fan of this trailer. It's goofy. And like you said, there's stuff that's not in the actual game. So that's cool.
There's our crank! Crank's doors room, this game has it all.
Mm-hmm. Rooms. Cranks. Dracula. Don't tell anyone that last part, it's a secret. Also, to answer your questions earlier about why the hospital did the thing it did and why everything turned out so weird,
Dracula?
it's Dracula.
Okay,
That's your answer.
thank you. You know, that actually, having played some Castlevania, that makes sense to me.
Mm-hmm. Creature of Chaos.
Wait, creature? Dracula is a creature of chaos. He creates chaotic worlds. 2020 is the year of chaos.
The D!
The D!
Is what they were originally going to call it. I like how the spire goes through the D.
Forget what I was joking about. This is amazing.
Excellent CG of 5 million polygon per second. I really wish they would have released this over here as the D. Oh, don't call that number. That's probably just some random old person in Japan right now.
Yes, that's real long distance.
Show me the D! Show me the D! Don't call them up and say that.
Please don't.
So shockingly, there's also a trailer for D no Shokutaku 2, the version that was never made. Do you want to see it?
You know, it's already 9, but you hit me up with prototype trailer for game that never came out, and I'm like, yes.
We're gonna go a few minutes over.
Okay.
I'll skip to the last game after this.
Okay.
But this is worth seeing.
Well, now we'll find out what D2 is about, or was going to be about.
Yeah, famously, this game was in development for the successor console to the 3DO. It was going to be called the M2.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
But plans for that collapsed, and so did this game. This game did not come out until many years later on the Dreamcast, at which point it was a totally different game. Though there's some similarities, like this intro, which is a little bit similar.
Oh, they found a demo for it on the 3DO M2 demo? Okay.
Yeah, I think they did actually find some... Is it playable?
I don't know, I'm going to check it out. There's an article about it, though.
Did that say Prawn Air? That's pretty good.
Okay. Leaving on a jet plane.
Mm-hmm.
Is the jet plane going to turn into Dracula's castle?
Well, we may never know, unfortunately.
Oh, damn.
There she is. Apparently in this version it was supposed to be a direct continuation of the story.
Oh. Don't know if the demo works, the D2 demo, but something is out there, so.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell considering there's like 5 working M2 units in the world.
Yeah, Ed and Edie says that Kenji Ino deleted and destroyed any and all files related to M2's D2.
Mm-hmm, that's the story I heard. That's unfortunate. Just dreaming about Dracula, Dad.
That sucked. I wish I didn't have Dracula's blood flowing through me.
But here's the twist. She got a Dracula baby!
That was what the
Now you know why the first game ended like that. Yep.
Oh.
Oh yeah, there's some flashing here.
Okay. So, who's the dad? That guy?
We will literally
That
never
guy
know.
sucks. That guy looks like Alton Brown.
We may have found out if the M2 was ever a thing, but it didn't happen. You know, I've never actually played through D2 on Dreamcast. It's real weird. There's like hunting mechanics.
That is...
What I really want to play is this game, though, and that ain't happening.
I want to see Dracula's plane.
D2. She's having a baby.
So this means that they had an early trailer for D. Was D released by the time that Flopon World came out?
Yes.
Okay. That's wild, though. Like, why didn't they go with the other trailer?
I think it was just a bonus for fans.
Okay.
Half these games they release seem to be bonuses for fans. In fact, a later game, which we showed off exactly 2 years ago, as of this month, we played Short Warp, which is just a compilation of all their various projects including trailers and things. M2 would have been 64-bit. It would have buried the N64, made it look like a big piece of crap, but we'll never know.
That's a damn shame.
Also, 96 is really optimistic for a release date for that.
I'm hearing from chat that Short Warp actually didn't have any trailers.
Oh, didn't it? Oh, I'm thinking of something else.
Yeah, you must be. Okay.
So, in less than a minute, I'm going to show you what this game actually is.
Okay, we're gonna finally see the little bastard known as Flopon.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Technically, this is Flopon-kun 2, which is a sequel to the original Flopon-kun, which we're actually going to see after this. This was sectioned off, split off from the rest of the game and the bonus content, and it was released in the States as Tripped.
Oh, okay.
So the game we know as Tripped is actually Flopon-kun 2. Flopon-kun 1 did not have a versus multiplayer mode against the computer. That's key because you get to face off against an activist. Nancy the Derumo? Whatever. It's in English in the US version. You got this guy. You got Mr. Duck.
I love the Gremlin Man.
You got the Joker.
The Joker, okay.
You got the Psychic Baby.
Okay.
You got this guy, who is more powerful than a Psychic Baby.
Mr.
Garu. We're gonna go with the Psychic Baby.
Okay, we're gonna destroy a Psychic Baby.
Of all the things to keep from this game, they kept that character select screen for Tripped. And it's unfortunate they cut out so much else. So what is Flopon-kun? We're gonna find out in like 30 seconds.
This is a
Puyo Puyo-like puzzle game where you gotta link together blocks.
Okay.
And when you piece together 4 like this, they become weird alien creatures.
Flopon, I don't know if I like your world.
Hang on.
Okay. Maybe I'm being too harsh here. Let's see, chat's calling this a shitty version of Columns, a puzzle game with wet audio design.
No, I fucked it up. Hang on. Wanted to show you the weird creatures, because that's the best part of the game. What I want to do is link together 3 of these. That music means I'm not doing too good. I'm doing. Oh, it's not possible.
Oh my god.
So if you link together 3 of the little white blocks, they make a Flopon. And you know what he looks like.
I do know what he looks like.
That's what you would have seen.
Okay.
Given more time.
Oh my god, that skull!
Given more time, I would have shown you a legit Flopon, but we are pressed for time.
I guess we have to move on from what we're seeing. Okay. That skull just vomited and his eyes came out.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay, we're moving on.
So our final game is the original Flopon-kun, which is called Uchu Seibutsu Flopon-kun. This is kind of like the Puyo Puyo 1 to Puyo Puyo 2, which we just played. This is a pared down version, like I mentioned. This one wasn't released in the States. It was specifically Flopon 2 that they cut out and released as Tripped. But what does this version have to offer instead? The greatest intro I've ever seen. You're gonna love this shit.
Okay, I'm looking forward to this. I don't know how I feel about Flopon after the last game, but I'll see if they can turn it around for me.
You better love Flopon.
The vomiting skull with the eyeballs popping out, honey.
It's part of the aesthetic.
I already love this. This is already hilarious to me.
Flopon!
Alright, Flopon is my king. Hey, Flopon rocks. Why did I hate this little
Can
freak?
you see why the world loves Flopon so much?
Yes, this freak rules.
Anyway, this is a stripped-down version of that puzzle game you just saw, but it also has a bunch of bonus material. So why not? Let's look at that. It has Dance Tengoku. This minigame somehow survived into the US version of Tripped, and it's incredible.
Okay.
Load that data. Tengoku means heaven.
Okay. Honey, I am way too fucking sober for this.
Oh wait, hang on. Poison! Sorry.
If this is a little less flashy, I could definitely look at this more, but this is great.
Yeah, it's a visualizer, and it's great.
That's
anyway,
amazing.
What we're here to see is the most primitive trailer for D no Shokutaku.
Yes.
I don't think you're ready for this one.
No way, I am totally ready.
Are you sure?
Maybe I'm not. Maybe we need to... Oh, it's happening. Okay.
Here is the earliest possible look at D, sometime in '94. There's an RPG in one of those. Did you see that?
Mm-hmm. Okay, we still got the bats. And
They're a little bit different.
Yeah. Wow! No, you can't just do that!
Yeah, you can.
I guess you can.
Yeah, the texture's not in place for a lot of this stuff. Something that's nowhere to be found in the game.
I love this. I love that this isn't finished rendering. You're like, this is fine. You turned off textures to make the speed go faster.
Mm.
Los Angeles National Hospital.
Wow.
Holy shit. Okay.
This sequence
I
is
love
great.
this car. Oh my god.
Look at this.
Yeah, that is the titular fast car from Tracy Chapman's Fast Car.
Laura is hauling ass down the road.
I love this. I love the lack of textures. This is beautiful.
Driving so fast, she causes a helicopter to crash.
I love her. Queen.
I want to play this version, this exact version as it stands in development. Like some kind of Atari Jaguar version of D.
I love this. No, that was good. That was beautiful.
It's really good, you guys. Oh, it was 10,800 yen originally, then they dialed it back to 8,800.
Oof.
And finally, to close out the stream, I have one final video to show.
Okay, what is this?
It is rare footage of Warp itself
Oh.
while they were making D. This is only a couple minutes long, but
Okay.
I love it. Please enjoy.
どうもワープ代表井野です。今回のソフトウェアでは企画グラフィックスとして音楽を
Oh, sorry, I was just being a cool guy playing my cool guitar in the stairway.
It's so cool.
ポリゴンゲームを用意しております。それではこれからもワープのソフトをよろしくお願いします。では。
That's Kenji Eno himself, by the way. just playing my guitar.
It's so cool.
Take two.
I love the warp rug. I love that there's a take two and they didn't edit it out.
There was someone else in the elevator.
フロポン君は対戦がすっごい熱いのでみんなで楽しんでください。これからもワークをよろしくお願いします。以上。
See, after this, I really started to root for these guys. I was like, oh, okay, I'm on board with Warp. They're just some goofballs in an apartment building somewhere.
I'm a warp stand for sure.
宇宙生物フロポン君でメインプログラムを担当した三浦です。ワープの第一作宇宙生物フロポン君お楽しみいただけたでしょうか。次の D の食卓でもプログラムを担当します。そちらの方もよろしくお願いします。
Did programming on D? Oh, he hit his knee.
Oh, poor guy.
He's a programmer.
こんにちは。プログラマーの林田と申します。私はいつもここで、競馬のことやら女性のことやら仕事のことについて日夜考えています。12月発売のポリゴン対戦ゲームも、ご期待ください。では。
That sounded like an explosion.
I love that.
And those are just some of the folks who brought you Flopon-kun, D, and all the things that you want to forget but never can. That's Warp.
Wow. I love Warp.
Those are the kinds of twisted people who make games about eating your mom because Dracula Dad told you to.
You gotta do it.
What a night it's been. We've
shit,
explored
yeah.
so much tonight, and yet we've seen so little. In the future, I still hope to cover more of Warp's games, maybe dive into all these different mini-games and bonus material, but that should give you a good overview of what they were all about, circa 1994. I hope you enjoy them as much as I do. We're done.
There he is!
Thanks for watching. Special thanks to Richter Harris, who looks a little bit like a chipmunk in the early trailers for D. That was a good game. I'm glad I was able to get through that and get the best ending. If you want to see the bad ending, I recommend looking that up just to sate your curiosity. You'll be like, okay, yeah, I'm glad they went for the good ending on the stream. You'll understand when you're older, as they say.
I guess I will.
That was a Retro Pals Wednesday stream. Pretty good one. That was less of a shit show than a lot of the recent ones.
Yeah.
Special thanks to our patrons for making this happen. Thanks for voting for D. We gave you the D as you requested. I hope you're happy about it. If you want to vote for our weekly streams, head on over to patreon.com/retropals. If you're at the $5 tier, you get a vote, you get a voice, you get to tell us what we play on our Wednesday showcase streams. No idea what next week's going to be because we're out of Spooky Month, and I have no ideas left.
Oh, good.
I got to come up with some kind of turkey-themed game. What's a game with turkeys in it?
Turkey Shoot.
Okay, that's one. I'll write that down. Whatever I come up with, it'll be on the poll this Friday at noon. Please vote. It's important. Thank you. All right, Alex, wrap us up. I will look for a host.
We're also on YouTube, youtube.com/retropals. We post highlights and archives of our streams there, including our latest one, which, oh god, that was our look at
PAL exclusive PS1 horror game localizations. Very specific. Extremely specific stream, yeah.
So do check that out there. We also have our PlayStation Year 1 series is archived there, along with some other original scripted videos and some tunes too, which is, it's fun whenever someone finds some music that we've uploaded and they're like, oh hey, this song. So
yeah, Retro Pals uploaded the theme from Cat's DS. Still our third most popular video of all time.
Listen, people loved those. If you want to depress yourself, look at the comments for our Cat's DS
It's
archive.
a dumping ground for depressed pet owners. Don't look at that. Do listen to the song. It's pretty weird.
Love yourself.
Anyway, that was a weird tangent. Let's pretend like that never happened.
Okay.
And let's head on over to Chubo, who is playing Dr. Franken for Game Boy.
Oh god.
You ever play Dr. Franken? There's like 3 of those games. There was a canceled NES one, a Game Boy one, and then like a Super Nintendo one where he had sunglasses on and was like a cool guy.
I remember the canceled one, because that's the one with the pumps, right?
That's Drax Night Out.
Oh, god damn it, I'm mixing up my scary monsters.
Well, anyway, please say hello to Chubo and also Dr. Franken. Have a good rest of your evening, and we'll see you later. Thanks for watching.
See ya, folks.